Welcome back to our JWE2 being turned into JWE3 park build. We just finished the research for some Spinosaurids, which includes, well, Spinosaurus. Getting access to this node, which we don't need, but yeah, buried way down here. Should be in the park at some point, so we do need to push that eventually. How are you stuck again? Seriously? I gotta park you manually again? I only just loaded in. It's ridiculous. Okay, and that's Anki done, right? So, the eternal conundrum was where to put this. This is leaf, actually. So putting this with the Deinocheirus is okay. Because this is leaf. Fruit will also provide fiber. And I don't remember if trike was fiber or leaf, but yeah, we'll put this in the existing pen. So, let's see what we got here. So we got baby Anki, random, then our adult. Yeah, let's just do random, and then total random. We should probably just do, like, high odds of humble. We might as well put the 25% chance in social in here and roll big. 14 genetics, though. That might be a little too much to bother with. I have 14. $4 million and 16 for that. Yeah. Don't love it. Okay. I'm thinking 14 is all we bother with. We can get away with only doing it for... Well, it is 14, so we're fine. Yeah, I'm going to try and not do any more staff upgrades. Let's get the Yankee started. So we've already got this set up. Random, of course. Random egg, right? Yes, random variant egg. Just good to triple check that. So if I do you versus you, yeah, it's kind of a wash. But then I can't do an expedition. But I probably can't hatch the Thanatos eggs anyway without the general list, so I mean, like, probably just do this. I guess we can check. Our baby Thans, yeah, 10, so that wasn't going to happen. We'll, yeah, just keep going on Rex. So I think we'll... Oh, so these trees are still glitched for whatever reason. I'm going to just get rid of these baobab trees. I don't know why they have fully glitched out on us, but I don't like them. But I watched some dinosaur documentaries. I mean, I've considered it. I've enjoyed some documentaries in the past. The big thing is I'm not sure how many of those type of videos I want to make, because editing some of those is really annoying. The big reason I keep doing Camp Cretaceous Chaos Theory is because I started doing Camp Cretaceous Chaos Theory, and I feel compelled to keep going on it. Whereas I'm not really thrilled with the idea of doing other content like that. I've thought about trying to do like a Jurassic Park commentary maybe, which could be interesting, but it's the same thing of like, do I really want to take all the time to try to edit that down? Not really sure that it would be that appealing to me personally. A lot of damage cropping up here. Also, a lot of animals that ain't been status checked for some reason. getting on it now. They are a little overworked, maybe. We got to get another ranger station in here soon. We've got one right here, so I guess we should put one on this side. Can administer the carnivores. Yeah, I suppose that's probably the thing to do. Yeah, I think Chaos Theory is confirmed to have just one more season left. And yeah, probably doesn't really connect to Rebirth. Or if it does connect to Rebirth, it's probably in like minor ways. One adult, one baby, and then another baby if I want a skittish one, which is probably fine. We'd have a humble alpha. Seems alright. Alright, so I'm thinking Ranger team goes in here. Which team were we using? This is DFW one or whatever. All right, so we got this ranger team over here. Yeah, so we want to take him off of this. Off of this. So he's currently getting only this herbivore pen. I think he can get this. And then this guy can stop doing that one. So he's getting this pen, this pen, this pen. That's pretty good. Yeah, the Distortus seems to be... actually, I'll say this. From what I've seen, I haven't seen Rebirth yet, but then I've been trying to avoid looking at stuff now that it's so close to release. But from what I've seen, there's a lot of stuff that is, like, ridiculously massive. So, not sure how I feel about that. Seems like some of the Titanosaur shots are completely preposterous, but... I guess at the end of the day, it's a movie, and it can be as over the top as it wants to be. But I would prefer a little restraint. I don't think I'm going to do this dig. Because wow, I can't hatch the Thanatos without faster treatment, actually. We might as well just do the expedition again. It's just, the scientists just don't align in a way where there's anything else I can do. I don't have the money. So there's also that. I mean, sauropods get large, but like there's some stuff with the Titanosaurus that's like kaiju level from what I've seen. I mean, generally speaking, if you see a dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise, and it's not a Dilophosaur, it's probably oversized. Because it's not like the old films are particularly good for this either. I mean, the Mosasaur changed size in every scene. But even like in Lost World, the Stegosaurus is like enormous. Like twice the size of what it's supposed to be. Okay, so these are done. I guess if the Yankees don't airlift properly, it's whatever. Good question, actually. I've never considered... The compies are probably fine. Hell, depending on the current, like, paleontological understanding of them, they might be undersized, actually. Because there's a whole debate about Compsognathids being juveniles of other larger species or something. I don't know what the current status of that is. Okay, he's in the air. He's going. Is that how shaken baby syndrome happens? Okay, the adult made it onto the ground, though. So the adult Svalbard Rana, yep, the darkness is not, you know, making them look like anything, but we'll take another look in the daylight, I suppose. Mostly for the babies. Alright, he should have enough leaf when he moves closer to the water.
Asset being transported. Asset delivery confirmed.
Yeah, the Metrodon Lystrosaurus. I mean, some of the other stuff like that maybe is fine. It's mostly the large things. Is he fighting one of the babies? Yeah. No, there's the baby. Mangrove Lethobates. Other babies, a Gambiorana. You could really tell that these are a model. You could feel the way they're scaled. Alright, well, that's enough Ankies. We don't need more of these guys. So, 2 million bucks. 800k for Thanatos. Maybe we wait for the expedition first. Oh, that won't really... Well, yeah, we could do the expedition to get the cash low, and then hatch the egg for the reset contract. 3,400,000. I could probably just jump in a car, get some pictures done quick. Yeah, that won't take too long at all. Alright, so I'm gonna make the money that way. Alright, there's more fossils. I think we need to start processing shit or we're gonna be here forever. Well, these aren't really the people to process, actually, so you know what? It's fine. What is our status on Triceratops? The answer to that is we are stuck behind defensive trait. We can do Stego. Thanatoses are almost done. If I unlock Stego, that might be something a little more... a little easier to use as far as expeditions go. Without having to have so many scientists locked into it. Nice looking baby Thanatos. Valbardarana, or I mean Salardulhoscorana. I saw the Sal and immediately my mouth filled in the rest of the gap. Gambia Calco baby. Not the best size comparison. That works pretty good from that side. So like half the size, that makes sense. How well does he eat baby? The baby eat fish. That's a big fish. Down the hatch though. It's not bad. Oh yeah, and what's their environmental situation looking like? Open space, rock, water. So they got pretty good area here. We could probably hatch the other ones that we've got on deck. Since they're synthed. What was the reason I didn't hatch these ones? We just didn't have an alpha? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well, that'll work. So yeah, let's try Stego first so that we maybe have something we can dig while we do other stuff. So I need to have faster treatment or the generalist, which limits my opportunities for other fossils. Let's do the faster treatment, and then we can do the Rexes on the generalist, the fossils here. And then that leaves me with 11. Which is, yeah, I mean... Maybe there's some other research I can do here. There probably is. Large hotel. I don't really feel like we need large. The smalls are working fine. Large hotel is an upgrade. Just kind of always feels a little... Ah, large amenity. Perfect. A little lackluster is what I was going to say. Synthing Thanatos here. Cheaper research person fills in with the last point of welfare. That way we can go do hopefully an expedition for Stego with the regular dig team. Yeah. 7 and 4. And then process some of the remaining Rex fossils on the geneticist. That's a pretty efficient spread. And Rex is actually done. So I'm going to build the Rex pen here at the end of the aviary, but we just need to get the other Thanatos eggs hatched so that I can decide on the exact dimensions of what I'm doing here. Thinking maybe it just ends up being like a trapezoidal pen like this or something. I don't know. I'm thinking we do one big Rex, one little Rex, right? We do the novel reference, one adult, one baby. I think that works well. Well, not baby, very much a sub-adult in the novel, but, you know, you get me. All right, there's our fossils, some nice palladium. Getting a little bit of a rebate. Get our ass Rex in there for sure. 3 and 3. 4 and 4. Let's just push you over. That way we can rest up and be ready to go. That leaves me with a 7. What logistics? Can we do any Stego with 7? No, but we can do Pseudoceratops for money. Let's do that. Might as well. I'm putting in a new power to power what will eventually be the Rex pen that'll go in over here. But I messed up and it needs to be moved, so we'll do that soon. Alright. Messed up in the sense that I tried to get it too close, I guess, and it was not having it. How about these corners match? And I still get a nice corner alignment somewhere, but I can, you know, actually fit it into the park. So, or fit into the path grid, rather, I guess. Alright, there's the Rex DNA. Oh, cool, these switch places. I've never noticed that actually happening before. Kind of neat. Alright, there's our buried treasure. I'm gonna hold that, actually. Until we run out of money or need to fudge our money in some way to make that stupid contract pop up that's been annoying me the whole run that I'm now abusing. Alright, there's our last Thanatoses. Three adults. Six is a Salar Calco, 7 is a Great Sandy Pilo, and 8 is a Gambia Rana. Oh, nice look at the baby and the adult both roosting next to each other. It's pretty good. Alright, Rex. We're doing 50% humble. We're getting antisocial down to 50%. We don't want to go above 14 because that's what we had for genetics. Breed an adult, then we'll breed a juvenile. when these people are back, of course. All right, let's get our Rex. Yep. Then we'll take the money, and then we'll go ahead and we'll sell off all this shit and have more money. Which we need to because we're backlogged anyway. I'm probably not going to bother processing with what we got. We'll wait for the synth to get done. It's just the one steg dig site left? Ah, no, this one. Mm-hmm. Right. We got a storm coming. Have I? I guess we'll research tours. Cheaper research even. It's not bad. Alright, so we did large amenities. At some point we'll upgrade those. It's just not going to happen yet. I did move some stuff around here off video. Just repositioned the shelter to try to get this medic to stop complaining finally. Let's see if that works or not. I'm not actually optimistic. Okay, Carno fences down. We have another Jeep nearby. Where is this guy? Visiting the aviary. You should try to get here. It's a race. Okay, Carnos are secure. No damage to the aviary superstructure either. Okay. Suppose we really ought to put in a tour at some point for just old time's sake, if nothing else. We'll put a tour in the final herbivore enclosure with like the Stego and Dreadnoughtus and whatnot. Oh yeah, we need Dreadnoughtus. That's going to be a lot of work too. Alright, so fossils are done. We need to clear some space here for sure. Do that on the 8 because we need the 4 probably to hatch a Rex. Intol Humble knocked. Anti-Intol knocked. So we take this one. 13 welfare. $2 million. 13 welfare. I have 13 on 4. This is a 3. Don't really want to hire another one, but I kind of gotta. We can put 1 point in here. 510. And you're capped. Kind of need, like a specialist almost. We get to 13. 14 if I do more points. Okay, 13 works. So that's a point in U and a point in U when you're done with this expedition in a minute. Okay.
The science. It's everything. And we'll take our victories where we can find them.
We'll get our Rex out and then we'll redo the amenities. Try to get profit a little bit higher and maybe I'll cheese less that way. Actually, I imagine the amenities are down a bit now that we got like extra Thanatoses out. Yeah, 90-ish ain't bad actually. But we do need a hotel. Why was that so delayed to pop up? That was really weird. It's actually a really good spot for a hotel. Huh. Five, 5, 3. Okay, so I have 8 and 2. So we'll do Stego. And then I think I'm going to research zip lines. Because I, saw them there. We know zip lines are in JWE3, so we should have a zip line in the park, logically. We could do a zip line over the lagoon. That's kind of a fun way to do a zip line. Alright, Big Rex on the way. Kind of started, I guess. Not really necessarily finished, but started. Looks like we still have one more Stego dig to do as well. Nothing else to have, currently. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back to Europe. 10 genetics? Is there anything... I can do with that? Probably not. Sauropods, 12 also. Nope. Big N-O, nothing to do. Okay. That's fine.
Transit has commenced.
Well, when we reset this, this is 13, so yeah, we can't do that either. Well, there's a regular-ass Tyrannosaurus, Amazon Letho.
There isn't a more iconic dinosaur than the T-Rex. Even people who don't know the difference between herbivore and carnivore know all about the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And when you see her up close, feel her gaze, you understand why the T-Rex was the ruler of the Cretaceous period.
Well, I could redo the amenities now, probably. But actually, with fossils done, presumably, yes, we can get this. Alright, we'll get our Juvenile started, at least. I'm going to redo the amenities. Alright, Juvenile Rex. Aggressive antisocial, aggressive antisocial. 1045 total dominance. Those are Rex. I think we got intolerant, so this is actually fine, right? Yeah, this is 55. So we'll take an aggressive juvenile. That's fine. He's got a hunger for Ed Regis's, you know? I want the green one. Alright, I have no money, apparently, which is a thing that I did do, apparently. Okay, I just need to spend my cash somewhere. That's fine. What can we do that's... Do an expedition? For $1 million though, but where? I have like nothing I can run. Could do something that's worth some money. Do I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? What about 700K for this? Okay. So that'll work. We just gotta take like a picture. Let's set these guys up. So, this should be a classic. No, not a classic. This should be a World Era Stego baby. Might as well turn off the blank, roll some randoms. So we're not going to do any Lost World ones, which is why we're going to specifically roll the adults first. That's probably enough genes. 8, 10, and 1. Sure, let's just do it. Alright, Stego eggs. Did we look at these? I honestly don't remember. I fucking fumbled YouTube chat, so I didn't notice it, and then I got distracted fixing it. So I don't know what the last thing I actually said in this video was. So we got 5 viable adults, skipping the aggressive. That seems good. 8 welfare, $2 million bucks. It would be perfect to do that right now and bottom out my income, but my crew is already busy. Oh well. My disgruntled employee wants more money. I mean, that's fair. That's my fault for pushing them. The rare negative event that actually does penalize you for pushing them into disgruntled. Oh well. The baby Rex coming over. Or rather, the novel juvenile Rex coming over.
Collecting asset.
And then we can get our Stegos. No, we can't, because it's $2 million. Correct. Yes, I know. I remember this. True. What do I want to do with the money? We need to spend our money. Spino's too fucking expensive. Oh, this one's 2 mil. So we could do this 2 mil dig. Or research lagoons. Except I put this other person on break. True. Baby Stegos. There we go. It's decided. Alright, random, whatever. Reset the genes and save some money / not get the wrong one is a alpha. 210. I mean, that's not enough to actually use up our cash. Do I have 12 genetics? When synthesis is done, I do. Okay, so yeah, we'll just have to do another research. Shit. Alright, there's our juvenile. It's a good look for a juvenile Rex. It's like obviously bigger than like the junior Rex, right? This is like, you know, big enough to eat a man in the novel. All right, there's enough sand for you. I like the color palette on it. It's Albertosaurus vibes, kind of, you know, with the spots. All right, what is busted? Power here is out already. Grab that. I'm not a fan of that. This is a bad storm. Let's go faster. Okay, everything contained. Looks like none of them escaped. Great. Okay. So that might be the first bad storm we've had on this map, I feel like. Because I was talking about this the other time. Right, babies. Social intol. What do we have for an alpha here? Social humble intol. Okay, fair enough. So we take everything but aggressive. Okay, 5 baby, 5 adult. That seems fine. That's $4 million. 800k remaining. So this should be just perfect for us to go do some sort of research or something. Probably a sauropod. Perfect. Give me that money! Right, and then I assume we'll need some bathrooms. Not yet. So the gyrosphere, I guess, doesn't get close enough to the raptor paddock to actually draw demand currently. Fair enough. Did I see the new stuff on the Mutodons? No. I'm ignoring Rebirth stuff until it comes out. I'll be seeing it next week, so I've been definitely staying away from things. Plan is to do a nice little roundtable discussion after the... Go out and see it with the group, so... We'll have hopefully a fun little, like, literally filmed around a table video for that coming up, which should be neat. Do I have enough to do this batch? I do. Perfect. Okay. And there goes all my money again. Excellent. As expected. Stego baby! I didn't include the airdrop because I wasn't completely sure it was going to work. Because these guys gave me problems in testing when it came to releasing them from the hatchery. Sorry, are his spikes asymmetric on his tail? Is this a thing? Wait. Am I seeing things, or are they actually asymmetric? Like the Hammond collection figure. I'm seeing things, right? It's just the way that with the twist the tail to the side, it looks weird. I think so. I think they actually are aligned. Yeah, okay. It's just the animation put enough of an offset there that, like, I'm still looking for an explanation on, like, why the Hammond collection Stegosaurus has the tail it has. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Okay, we need fiber. We do need more forest, apparently. Although none of this is in view here yet. You are not obstructed? Liar!
Asset delivery confirmed.
That's actually as far as that will go. Little fiber around the watering hole. Now. Oh my god, how much food do you fucking idiots need? Who is your alpha? Take me to your manager. These are the same needs. It is a social, humble, and tolerant alpha. They just suck. Or did I put in the wrong thing? Was I not putting in fiber? I was not putting in fiber. The amount of times I've done that, far too many. What did I put in? Leaf or something? Oh well. Alright, Stegos. Sonoran Papu baby. Solar Blank baby. Amazon Blank baby. Limpopo Litho. I mean, these are just the same, exact same patterns as the adults. These are just model edits. They're not any different with patterns. So they have the same crappy Jurassic World era Stego design. I mean, the skin and color palette of the Jurassic World era Stego is like not the worst. It's like it's just not good compared to, you know, the Engine 97 era one. Okay, so that's everything we have currently dug up. I'm kind of feeling Dreadnoughtus to continue working on that enclosure in particular. We need $4 million for that boy, though. And 18 genetics on 4, presumably. Which we don't have. So I need to do this. 16 and 4. Which I can do. $2,800,000? Okay, we're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna just jump in a Jeep, take some pictures. Alright, the research is done. We can push Dreadnoughtus here to wrap this up. It is 18 genetics on 4 scientists. We have... we need 2 more points. So I probably just put him on the main geneticist, honestly. Yeah, Jurassic Park Adventures. That's the novel, the book series or whatever for the JP3 spin-off shit way back in the day. Did I pre-order JWE3? Yeah, immediately. I pre-ordered it like right after I finished watching the launch trailer. I did it the day of. I do think that pre-ordering games is kind of bad, but I'm not going to take a stand against it. Like, I'm going to get the game. I'm going to pre-order the game. I'm just going to do it right away. This is not my hill to fight on. Why are pre-orders bad? Because pre-orders have led to this slippery slope of like an arms race in games marketing of adding more dog shit to the pre-orders. That like really doesn't need to be pre-order bonuses. Deluxe editions are the more egregious thing than pre-orders in my mind as well. But I also bought the deluxe because I'm a massive hypocrite at the end of the day, I guess. What else broke? This broke. Yeah, Rexy kind of gets the Worf treatment, right? Where every new bad guy that shows up has to beat on the established, villain from the first thing to prove that they're strong, right? I mean, we don't know, like, it is possible we get baby hybrids in 3. Like, even if they don't release with them, it is something they could technically add down the line, but, I mean, I think it's pretty unlikely. I just don't see them spending the time to work on some of the most unpopular animals to that degree. That's at least my personal take. We are just bleeding money, and can't stop it. I mean, to be fair, I am just boosting more and more expenses, but putting in more power and, like, more scientist investment, like, is what it is. But at least this contract to reset our cash is still popping up constantly. Yeah, I think I'm just going to let this Dreadnoughtus play out. We'll get the first dig sent out here and then figure out what else to do after that. There's going to be some weird stuff where, like, I'm going to have to kind of let my income level, like, tick down almost just to reset it to 5 mil, which is weird.
More ways for things to go wrong, like, who could predict that?
Oh, I do need to have a bunch of dudes take a break now, too. Alright, well, we'll do this contract. Actually, I could, like, set this contract up to have them, like, in the back, ready to go. Technically. Well, the Jurassic World website was never, like, a full species list, so Mono and Orano, like, from Camp Cretaceous aren't any more of a retcon than, like, Sinoceratops is from Fallen Kingdom, right? None of these animals were planned or accounted for in any material tied directly to Jurassic World. It's all after the fact shit. They just tossed them in there. I think there'll be sandbox settings for the babies, Cryo. I do think that'll happen. I think there'll be probably settings to, like, speed up or slow down the growth, and probably a setting to keep them as babies. Because, like, if they don't have that as a sandbox setting, at least people will be mad. Some people do want to keep their babies as babies. Which could be interesting, because it could lead to us doing $3 million for Dreadnoughtus. Holy shit. And 12 logistics? I mean, the 12 logistics we can do because we've been digging up Rex, but the rest of this, yeah. If there's an option in Planet Zoo, then I think it's even more likely that they'll have it in. Do I just find another research to pull the trigger on, I guess, until my money goes away? I suppose. But currently I only have almost entirely just logistics people, which, like, what am I going to do with them? I guess we wait. Haha! Money! 5 million. And now we can go get Dreadnoughtus. And spend, like, all of our money on it. Hooray! Yeah, we'll just do the whole squad here and speed it up and stuff. And now we can do this, at least. Get this contract done. 2 adults and 1 more juvenile galley. 40 Gallimimus. Nice round number. We'll see if it sticks. Can you guys merge, please? Please merge. Do I... Yeah, there we go. 39. They're just being cranky and weird. Actually need more ground leaf. Catch you later, Cryo. Thanks for stopping by. Alright. Let's end this episode here.